There are multiple killers in Forsaken to choose from, and some are arguably worse than others. So let's rank them. Jason is pretty fast with the highest running and walking speed in Forsaken. And so when you pair that up with raging pace and a Jason who knows what they're doing, it can make chases pretty hard to escape. Really though, Jason can be annoying in chases. If he catches you on low stamina while he has even a slight stamina advantage, it's like basically over for you. Although the disadvantage to Jason is he's confined to only short range attacks. I mean, you've got the slash, you've got behead, you've got gashing wound. Those are all just short range. And so when you've got an experienced player against you as Jason, you're prone to looping a lot of the time. You see, a lot of experienced players have pretty good stamina management, which can make catching up to them a little bit difficult as Jason since you have to be literally right next to them to attack them. And sometimes, even if you do catch up, the worst thing can happen, which is, getting stunned. And sure, all killers get stunned, but when you're stunned as Jason, it restarts your whole chase and once again, you're short-ranged attacker, so you have to go right back up to them again, all the way. But hey, if you can get past that as an issue with Jason, he can be pretty good, so his overall rating is going to be A. He's a great chaser, but it can be a little bit hard to catch up with stuns and all. But yeah, pretty good. Cool Kid has the same exact running speed as Jason, although a slower walking speed, but he's still pretty fast. Starting off with Walk Speed Override, this attack is pretty easy to predict because of that, stupid wind up he does. Seriously though, Cool Kids miss 75% of the time with this move. And even worse, sometimes if you miss this attack, you just give the survivor an advantage because you are too far away from them now. Then the Corrupt Nature attack is pretty easy to dodge too since it's so slow. For Cool Kid, you literally have to be right next to them just to be able to hit these attacks. And sometimes you can aim your Corrupt Nature, let's say at that red spot right there, but for some reason it flies up into a random direction. It's just an inconsistent attack for me. And don't forget about the fact that Cool Kid has no abilities that lets him see where survivors are. Sure, he has his minions to lead him to them, but they're so stupid. On the bright side though, landing his attacks can be pretty devastating, so that's a plus for him, but overall, he's gonna be a B tier. Fight me, dude. Cool Kid is definitely B tier. So to start off John Doe, we're gonna go with Corrupt Energy, which is, his greatest attack. Sure, we can mention that Corrupt Energy gives you a speed boost, so you can easily catch up to any survivors. But more importantly, it does this. And by this, I mean you cut off the survivor's path, so now they have to face you, John Doe, at 110 stamina. And if you're good at chasing a survivor, this usually means certain death for them. And sure, his slash might screw things up a little bit because it's sluggish, but if you can work your way around that, you can easily hit survivors. And there are many spots on the map where you can force out an interaction. Like right here, put down your digital footprint here and your corrupt energy there. The survivor has nowhere to go, so they have to face you at full stamina. Maybe the survivor is looping you around this spot on the map. Easy, just put your corrupt energy right there and attack them from the other side after you get 110 stamina. You can even place down digital footprints in places to create anti-loops so they can't just keep running from you. In the past, John Doe has been seen as a bad killer. I don't know why, because I have him at level 100 and I can confidently say he is an A tier for sure, maybe even A plus tier actually. John Doe easily ends chases and gets awesome speed boost. Anyway, up next we have 1X, and immediately I'm gonna say this guy is S tier for sure. The ability that can make him S tier alone is Entanglement, honestly. You get hit by this attack and it could be game over already. He just catches right up to you, hits you a few times, and boom, you're dead. Mass infection is pretty cool too, I guess. Don't forget about unstable eye. Now 1x is a little bit faster, and you're unsafe from entanglement or mass infection behind walls. Very cool, right? I don't think 1x needs much explanation about why he's a good killer, but remember this, he can only be S tier as long as you have good aim and good prediction skills. So yeah.
My name is 1X.
So starting off for Noli, he has a decent sprinting speed, only 0.5 below Jason. He's got some great abilities as well. For example, use the Void Star to pull the survivor in, and then smack them. Easy peasy. And just from that combo of attacks, you get in 40 damage, which is pretty cool. Yeah though, love the Nova attack. It pulls in survivors for an easy hit. Of course though, it wouldn't be Noli if we didn't mention his Void Rush ability. I mean, you can use this ability to tag a survivor for 10 damage, tag them again for 40 damage total, or just to catch up to people. If you don't want to use Void Rush to catch up to survivors, just teleport to them using the Observant ability. The one concerning issue for Noli is how sluggish his moves are. His Void Rush has a startup that anyone can see coming. The Nova ability is also easy to predict because of the windup. And don't forget about his stab ability. I think this is the M1 ability that has been the most missed for any killer. So I think I would also give him an A tier. Pretty good abilities, although a little bit sluggish. So anyway, looks like 1x takes the crown as the best killer, unless some of you guys disagree with me. I think I have enough experience with all the killers, I have them all at level 100, and here's my killer stats. But you guys can still disagree if you want. Tell me in the comments, who is your favorite killer and why? Thanks for watching.